He stole the puck on a backhand. Morrison can't shoot. Cowan's right there. Canucks are buzzing. There's the shot. Turco knocks it down. Sent the puck to the corner. Jeff Cowan jarred the puck loose, and there's going to be a Dallas penalty for slashing. Vancouver will get an overtime power play. Mattias Norrstrom will get the penalty.
Well, he ended up breaking the stick of the Vancouver player, Cowan, and the DNA evidence is being grabbed by the linesman now. And let's have a look at it. You may be able to hear this one. Can't see it from that angle, but obviously the stick was chopped right out of the hand. Turco throws a slow roller to his defenseman, and Cowan comes in and roars over Robidas.
And it was that hit and the subsequent turnover that led to the penalty, because Dallas couldn't get out of its own zone. And Morrison and Cowan both had chances, and they look like they might get a real good chance to end it. So they'll turn it over to the power play instead.
Well, Vancouver in the last two shifts have had a little more offensive life.
An overtime power play. Smolinski and the Sedin brothers started for Vancouver. Turco at the side of the net. Harry Lettman cleared the puck. Salo and BX at the point man. Mike Modano's out killing the penalty with Yeri Lettman. Zubov and Sador. Lots of experience on the ice for the Dallas Stars. Henrik Sedin couldn't get away from Yeri Lettman. And the penalty killers will change up. All four of them. Vancouver's Kevin Bieksa. Daniel Sedin, the hard shooting. He got it by Turco. Salo for Smolinski, out of his reach. Philippe Boucher checked by Henrik Sedin. Smolinski gets the puck, and he tried to pass to Bieksa. But a nice play there by Nicholas Hagman to get the puck out to center. A bouncer down on Luongo by the penalty-killing team. Vancouver's got a new power play on the ice. Naslund, Morrison, and Pyatt. Marcus Naslund gets by Yeri Lettman, takes a shot. Turco gloves it, knocks it down, and he wants to play it, and he puts it off the glass and out.
You got to have a little nerve for that play in overtime when you're killing a penalty.
Multi-dimensional goaltender slash penalty killer. Another turnover, and Lettman sends the Canucks back into their own zone. Vancouver had some pretty good momentum in overtime until this power play. Mattias holding to Marcus Naslund. His shoot in. This time Turco stops it. Has a good look around. Just got the puck by Naslund, but he got it out.
It's easy to see why Turco's got 4 assists this year. He handles the puck better than most of the defensemen on either team.
Here's Lukas Krajcek. Long shoot in on Turco. Drops it and clears it, and this time he got it in the air. This is a clinic by Turco on the penalty kill.
Backhander.
Penalty's over. Nordstrom's back on. Vancouver didn't get a shot on goal. They got the puck to Turco, but nowhere near getting it by him. 5-on-5 again. Zubov. Antti Miettinen. Nagy drops in behind him to the net. Willie Mitchell deflected that puck to Ryan Kessler, and he gets it to center. Robidas. Modano. Norrstrom belted by Jeff Cowan. Norrstrom and Robidas had their hands full with Cowan and Kessler in particular tonight. And now an icing call against Vancouver.
Well, Turco, we talked about his ability to play the puck that he gives you on this penalty kill. 3 examples. Here's one of them. Off the glass and out. And here comes another one. Backhanded up the boards to his own player and out. And then the nerviest one of all went up the middle. And if you don't get it high enough, you know where the game's going.
Vancouver couldn't change here because of the icing.
Right.
Dallas has changed, and this is Halpern out on his strong side, and Ryan Kessler has to stay and take the face-off in a place where Morrison or Henrik Sedin would normally be used.
A little delay because the referee went over to check and see that the same players were still on for Vancouver when the icing occurred.
Dallas wins the draw. Boucher takes a shot wide of the net. Joel Lundqvist hard around Philippe Boucher to the net, That could have deflected off a defenseman as it went through the blue. Doulis fights the puck off the glass and makes a good play to get it out. Vancouver scrambles to change. Boucher, Kessler following him. Trevor Daley. Now Boucher with a little bit of time flips the puck out to center. Rory Fitzpatrick. Off the boards, not out. Jeff Halpern held it into the line, but Daniel Sedin came back to check it. His pass bounces right by Taylor Pyatt. Daley up the middle to Halpern. And he shoots the puck in. First man back is Mitchell. Dallas is on a change. He's got some time. Henrik Sedin to Taylor Pyatt. Tip the puck through to Daniel Sedin. Zubov steers him to the outside. Just contains him there, then goes after him. The pass to Pyatt. Henrik Sedin checked by Sidor. Modano's back for the puck. Gary Lettman off the boards for Nagy. Races onto the puck. Salo's the only man back. Into the slot. Modano takes a shot and ricocheted a couple of times wide of the net. Swept away by Matthias Holden to Henrik Sedin. Modano catches him from behind, but he doesn't get the puck. Here's Taylor Pyatt with his shot. That's stopped by Turco, and he hangs on.
Well, this has been a real wide open overtime with both teams having good chances to finish it. Very few whistles, a lot of changing on the fly. And here is the last stop as Pyatt wires one from the top of the circle. It's caught nicely by Turco.
Well, if he had any opening night jitters, they seem to be gone for Marty Turco now. They look very calm and collected.
And it looks like Luongo can play in the playoffs.
But can he play all night in the playoffs? Here's Alex Burrows. Naslin's in front. Burrows with a puck behind the Dallas net. Fanned on a centering attempt to Brendan Morrison. He shoots. Turco stopped it. I'm not sure that he knows where it is. And he didn't want to move in case it fell out.
Well, he felt it. I don't think he did know where it was, but it was a no rebound shot. And both goalies have done a nice job on this. And that shot, he didn't see it. That just hit him and stayed in his equipment.
Vancouver is using a variety of players with Morrison and Naslund in the absence of Matt Cook, and Alex Burrows is with them now. It's all hands on deck for overtime. Stu Barnes with Halpern and Lundqvist. There's a pass intended for Lundqvist who is open, but it's deflected right to Luongo. He plays the puck to Brendan Morrison. Up the boards and out for Vancouver. Stefan Robida is there, and he shoots the puck back in. Lucas Krejcik. Cross ice to Naslund in his skates. He's got no speed, so he dumps the puck in from center. Alex Burrows right on it. Checked and knocked down by Robida. The puck comes loose to Willie Mitchell. Burrows looks like he's hurt. Slammed against the boards by Robida, and he can barely get up. Trying to grab his stick, and you can see he's in trouble. Now he's staggering to the bench as Dallas comes out to center. 3-on-2. Halpern. Lundqvist drops in, takes the shot, and it's deflected up into the netting out of play.
It looks like he's either winded or did he hit his head on this? Let's have a look at it. And he may have hit his head against the glass, and he's a little dazed. He tries to get up. He can't get up the first time he tries. Right there. Give the guy some credit. He has guts. He wanted to get to the bench, and he knows. Get there and get a change.
Now he stands up, and it looks like Alex Burrows is going to be taken by Mike Bernstein, the medical trainer of the Canucks, back towards the training room.
He's walking all right down the runway, so that's a good sign.
And right now, that's 2 forwards out of Vancouver's lineup.
And one's been out since halfway through the game.
Yeah. We've seen Harry a matchup through most of this game of the Sedin line against the Mike Modano line. It's head-to-head, and it's almost a standstill.
Yes, I'm going to say they've almost neutralized each other. Modano's line has got, I think, a little more dash after the first period and had some chances, but it makes the game good when the coaches have this matchup going for them, doesn't it?
Sure does, and Vancouver sometimes likes this matchup against top lines. It takes some offense away from the Sedins, but it takes the puck away from the other team.
Right.
Willie Mitchell and Kevin Bieksa been the defensive pair to play against the Modano line. Sidor and Zubov have played against the Sedins. Turco plays the puck. Nagy had to deflect off his skates. Taylor Pyatt, side of the net. Daniel Sedin. Zubov battles him and gets the puck. Barry Lettinen. Mike Modano to Lettinen with a little room. Nagy drops in behind. Lettinen shot, and that's stopped by Roberto Luongo's blocker. Lettinen couldn't keep the puck in. Exeter, Willie Mitchell leads the rush to center. Gains center ice and dumps the puck in, and both teams are scrambling to change. Boulis, Linden, and Smolinski have come over the boards for Vancouver's. Ribeiro, Morrow, and Erickson for Dallas. Brendan Morrow to Mike Ribeiro. Gets by Smolinski. Pass to Morrow. Takes the shot. Luongo the save. No rebound for Erickson.
Well, I know this is the first game of the playoffs and the grind has not set in, but this is a long one to begin. 42 stops for Luongo, so he has been the busier of the two goaltenders.
Ribeiro beats Smolinski on the draw, and he has the puck. Smolinski's trying to check him and can't. Salo wraps him up, and Smolinski gets the puck. Olin for Jan Boulis. And he just chips the puck out to center. Boucher to Trevor Daley. The shoot in, the crazy bounce. Luongo is leaving the net to meet the puck along the boards, and he had to scramble back in.
Did it hit the linesman's skate, or did it hit the partition on the
I think
glass?
it hit the linesman. I think you're right.
I think
first
it
time.
did. Might have been his first NHL goal. Here's the shoot in. Yes, sir. Off the leg now. The goaltender Luongo thinks he's going to go around and stop it, and it nearly came back in. That would have been the linesman's first overtime goal. I know that.
And his last game in the playoffs in Vancouver.
If he gets out of town.
Yeah. Jokinen and Smolinski face off. Dallas wins the draw. Nordstrom's shot was deflected in front of the net. Morrison to center. Smolinski and Naslund there, and Naslund shoots the puck in. Mattias Nordstrom is back. Has some time as Vancouver backs off into the neutral zone. Miettinen shot the puck in. Rory Fitzpatrick to Lucas Krajicek against the finish line. Jeff Cowan back with Naslund and Morrison. The shoot in. Nordstrom's back, so is Robidas, and they team up to get the puck out for Dallas. Salo's back on for Vancouver. He's got Olin beside him. As the pace of this frantic overtime has slowed for just a moment, but that might change at any second. The Sedins are back on. Robidas. Pyatt steps in front of him. Jeff Halpern out to Brendan Morrow. He's got Stu Barnes with him. Morrow looks to the net. Now he stops and feeds the puck in behind the goal. Jeff Halpern missed it. Henrik Sedin starts out. Daniels with him. So is Taylor Pyatt. The pass to Pyatt. He settles it down and shoots into the glove of Marty Turco.
Well, Pyatt, who's had a real good year for Vancouver, his best offensive year by far in this league, nearly ends it with a pretty good shot here on a nice pass from Sedin.
Picked up for a fourth-round draft pick from Buffalo in the offseason, a career-high 23 goals in the regular season. An unrestricted free agent when the season is over.
9 power play goals, so he really has had a marvelous season.
Jokinen jumped ahead and got the puck off the faceoff. Dumps it in. Lettinen's tripped up. Vancouver's back for the puck. Smolinski. Jan Boulis with Ryan Kessler shoots the puck in. Turco's out to play it again. Daryl Sidor had his pass deflected. Zubov has Boulis right on him, but he teams up with Sidor and they move the puck to Jussi Jokinen. Jokinen takes a shift here with Lettinen and Modano. Ryan Kessler off the boards, not out. Zubov held the line calmly in for Modano, but the puck skipped on him. Lettinen tried to feed the front of the net. Olin steps in and clears the puck to center. And this game will go to a 5th period.
Scotto, can you get out and get us a pizza? Just a long night.
It is going to be a while. We might need some sustenance. That's what they'll be doing down in the dressing rooms here. Sustenance and soothing libation in a 4-4 tie, headed to the second overtime.